Good evening, Owls family. Hoot, hoot. How is everyone doing? Good evening, Jay. Did you get here early enough? Good evening, Xander. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Mini Cactus. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Good evening, Chris. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh, Lord, Mama Owl tired. These last 3 days have four have been, no, let's just say the last week has been just a whirlwind. And I'm tired about, oh, I hope that's, oh my God, it looks like snow. It can't be. It is, y'all. It's freaking snow. Okay. Good evening, Perlio. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I'm so tired of this stuff. I'm so tired of them manipulating the weather. I went outside to do final feeding and I'm looking up and around. I'm like going, oh my God, those look like snow clouds. Well, apparently, I guess I'm right. Good evening, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh, that's fine, darling. Good evening, Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Hey, I'm fine with y'all listening. I understand people are busy. Good evening, Jason. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Sister Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I'm telling you, it's just freaky watching that snow come down. Oh, Pearlio, it was horrid here last night. Be thankful, be thankful. There was tornadoes all around us. There was hail. People, I don't know what kept our power on. I have no clue. Good evening, Susan. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, no. Last night was some of the most ungodly lightning I have seen in a very, very long time. It was definitely, let's put it like this. For some odd reason, I had a gut feeling do not video that storm last night. I did just to do the short, but other than that, I had, and me, no desire to video a storm. Man, that wind was ungodly. Good evening, Jenny Henny. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? And I am happy to announce the hoop house is still standing perfectly. That poor hoop house is so cram-packed with plants. But, yep, I mean, blew over something I've been trying to knock down for a while. Good evening, Nancy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yep, you're getting what came through here last night. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Good evening, my crooked little homestead. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh, Lord, I'm glad to hear that it's cut back on. I'm still surprised with the way the wind was going. Now, there's damage all around us, all around us. that we didn't lose power. I don't know how we didn't. But yet there was tornadoes above us, tornadoes below us. It was horrid, y'all. Torrential rains. That wind I know was cocking several times at least 60 miles an hour. Yep. At this time yesterday, we were at 82. We are sitting at 38.7 and getting snow at 38 degrees. We have not got out of the 30s today. We got up to 39, but it wouldn't click over. We're supposed to get a possibility of 19 tonight, if not colder. Hey, you was going to go flying if you wasn't careful trying to put that cardboard in. Yeah, snow. I'm watching it. It's slacked off quite a bit. But it's not going to stick. Oh, good evening, Shirley and Evie. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yep, I've got all the water heaters outside going. I've got the cats are happy as can be, especially the older cats. Their cat box. I got the heating pad going for him. Poor Ginseng. He's only come out of the cat box long enough to go to the bathroom and to eat, and that's it. Good evening, Amy. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yep, I'm telling you, last night, poor Junior. Yep, Junior, if you notice, is missing. He's in bed. We were up late last night. He didn't want to go to bed until the storms were over. At one point, I thought he was going to leap out of the chair and stand straight up because a big, and I mean a big limb, and thankfully it was a dead limb, not a live limb, come falling out of one of the pine trees and hit the very back part, a little section Lyle built onto the trailer, just wham, that metal roof hit part of the corner of the roof, and I think it bounced a couple times off the side. And yep, old Junior about come unglued. It was bad enough. I went out after it happened to see if there was any bad damage, and because it had calmed down. It would calm down, build back up like crazy, calm down again. And I'm out there, it's just misting rain. Well, sprinkling more than misting. And it was bad enough that several cats were over there checking it out. And I'm just dying laughing. I'm like going, Lord. But the hoop house is perfectly fine. I don't know. I did pray over it before all this stuff got to us. And man, I've never seen, when I done that short asking if everybody was okay, if I had clicked start 2 minutes prior, y'all would have seen the most amazing lightning bolt. Good evening, Kim. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yep, that was insane crazy last night. And you could tell when they're like that, you know they're man-made because it's not natural. And these not natural storms are really starting to hurt more than the regular storms that come through. Good evening, Jersey Gypsy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I just wish they would stop. I wish they'd finally get a conscience and realize what they're doing is oh so wrong. But I'm not going to hold my breath. All right, Social Security update, y'all. Everything is finalized. Everything. So, woo, thank gracious that's over with. Ha 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 ha. So, yep, happy as could be. I got, yep, believe me, I've got getting my ducks in, trying to get the ducks in a row to get everything ready to get Junior up to Nashville very soon. We'll be getting the car fixed. Me and Junior decided on, we ordered tires today and we also ordered rims. Not fancy rims, y'all. So don't even go there. I ain't about to pay $100 and $200 for rims. Ain't happening. It was cheaper to buy 5 rims. Yep, that's what we're fixing to work on. We're getting everything we need ordered. It was cheaper to get 5 rims than to buy 2 rims to match up the rims that's on the car. Yep, I finally found that switch, Tammy. Finally, there is a switch, y'all, down the tunnel. You just gotta keep patting the walls to find it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I warn you, it's bright because you got to get used to being in the dark for so long. Good evening, B&B Homes. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. Listen, did you get my email? I am not ignoring your emails. It's going to be a little more frenzied until I can finally sit down and be able to answer emails and the comments and everything. Good evening, Keith. Welcome into chat. Junior's in bed. He decided he'd rather take a nap. Good evening, Forest Girl. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Yes, it is, Mini Cactus. Yes, it is. We went without vehicles for a long time because ours were stolen. Good evening, Debbie. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Ah, no, no word on the internet. Still awaiting. I don't know who Texas Garden Guy is. Sorry. I have no clue who he is. Yep, Junior was up really late last night because he did not want to go to bed with the storms going. Oh, CO Sister Bounty, welcome into chat. Hoot hoot, how are you doing? So Junior said nope, he was going for a nap, so I let him roll. Let me tell you, if that man don't get his beauty sleep, it's bad. Yep, it happens every year. Winter, It's doing it again. Oh my God, it's doing it. Where the? Canada, y'all, y'all can suck this stuff back up north. And it ain't gonna stick, so I'm just joking. I'm not worried about it. But it's crazy snow at 37 degrees. That means it's really cold up high. Yeah, we've been ungodly windy today, but not as bad during them storms and yesterday. Oh, believe me, they'll be giving it to me, Xander. Okay, definitely will, Tammy. Wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear. That's doing. Be careful what you say. Nature might laugh at that and say, "Here, hold my tea." Oh, let me tell you, B&B Home, it was horrid here last night. I haven't seen storms this strong in a very long time. You should know something's up because Angela commented, and she knows me and Junior know how to survive and everything. She looked at her radar last night and she actually said a prayer for us. So, yeah, that, that tells you just how bad it was. Hi, now, Bounty, y'all can have this stuff back. Yeah, that's the nerves. Them nerves are gonna act up for a while. No, Bounty, y'all can have all this winter weather back. Nope. But I like every season because each season has its own beauty to it. And once you can find beauty in every season, you'll find balance in yourself. There's a blessing to every season for a reason. Ah, now that's a lie about the mosquitoes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've already had mosquitoes. I had mosquitoes after me today. In the 30s. No, cold don't. I think they just huff the coldness. Yep, because two of the most fighting times of year. Winter turning into spring. Spring wants its authority, and winter won't give up and won't give in. I don't doubt it, Alexander. I don't. Listen, February, y'all. February, no, actually back in January. I had a tick on me. Hadn't bit me. It was just crawling very slowly. But yeah, no, cold, because we had that ice storm. And believe me, we were brutally cold. Didn't kill nothing, I don't think. Hope so, but they're turning loose all those bioengineered mosquitoes and stuff. Well, we're heading in for monsoon season. Keith, honey, we get up close to 120 degrees. You think it bothers me? No. And it's supposed to be getting hotter. It's all a lie. It's all weather manipulation. But we get hot here. It's part of the cycle. If the ancestors could survive it, I can survive it too. You get smart in the summertime. You work early in the morning, you work in the afternoon, and when it starts getting up in them high temps, you stay your butt in the house. There you go. Good to hear about your carrots. I got to get some planted. Lyle's going to be bringing me a couple of round bales of hay, old hay that's not good for anything, which I'm happy about. And he said they've got mushrooms growing on the side, so they're breaking down real nice. I'm gonna get started on getting these beds filled up. Good evening, Apple. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Nope, I don't grow fennel because I can't stand the taste of it. Y'all hold on a minute. A cat fight or something outside. Something ain't right. What the hell? That was interesting. All right, now I'm gonna have to readjust everything. All right, apparently I walked out to Mama Cat in hot pursuit of one of the big tomcats. So there's no telling. No, fennel does not taste nothing like onions, not whatsoever. Fennel tastes like anise, licorice. I can't stand it. Yeah, cocoa butter will work better because it's cocoa. Yeah, I can't stand coconut oil. That's just nasty stuff, but that's me. Yep, fennel tastes like licorice. I don't like licorice. I'm not a anise person either because it tastes like licorice. And a lot of the basils I don't like because they taste like licorice. So, yeah, but yeah, no, fennel tastes nothing like onions. I'm looking forward to growing celery this year. I'm gonna try that one, see how it turns out. I got a lot of stuff to get done. A lot of stuff. Nope, not yet. Not yet, but I'm going to be. Not yet, but I got seed cell trays are coming. Celerak, it is a giant bulb. It grows kind of barely underground, and above it, it tastes just like celery, from at least from what I've heard. Good evening, Funny Farm. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot, how are you doing? Yep, they all have to learn it. The boys are usually, hold on, y'all. The boys are usually the worst about it. But yeah, it's a big, like, it's ugly as sin, let me tell you that. It's used a lot up northeast around Maine and everything. I'm still above ground, Funny Farm. I'm doing good. Yeah, I wanted to apologize to y'all. That was a messed up video this morning. I tried to film that day. I tried to film that the day that everything was finalized with Social Security, and I was already, how do I want to say it? I was already, hold on. There we go. Go and get this fixed eventually. You know how you get thrown off balance? Yeah, I was off balance for the rest of that day. Oh, that's okay in house. But yeah, it's used, Celeric's used a lot northeast coast. Man, when I was a kid, I made bank picking big thornless blackberries. No, I made so many rookie mistakes in that video. I got mad. Wait, don't want it anymore. What? I missed something. No, it's CELAIC, I think, celiac. Wait, don't, Minnie, what do you not want anymore? I mean, Crooked. Crooked Little Homestead, what do you not want anymore? Yeah, anise tastes like it. Fennel tastes like it. Some basils have that taste. I hate licorice, y'all. I have tried. Ain't happening. But yeah, the celiac tastes just like celery. It just comes in a big bulb. A lot of people use it for soup. Yes, licorice is gross. Yes, it is. And everybody I used to know, all the only candy they ever had in their house, because once in a while I get a candy craving. All they ever had was them nasty, ungodly, horrible Twizzlers. Oh, good evening, October Opal. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Dee. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? You didn't get much damage up there, did you? Hopefully not. But yeah, I made so many mistakes. I stuffed the daylights out of that poor little blender, and then I didn't try chopping up the purple dead nettle with a little oil first, and then I threw in all the, instead of a little bit of cheese and olive oil blend, a little bit of cheese, olive oil blend. I just threw all that cheese in there, and that poor little, there's no way on earth. I don't care how strong that blender is, it wasn't going to blend that pesto. Good evening, Razbot. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? We did. We were lucky. We were really lucky. I haven't ventured out too much, but I don't see too many trees down. I think a couple of the dead pines are down, which is fine with me. But yeah, you make it through the storms, Opal? That was something else last night. But let me tell you, that pesto, that purple dead nettle pesto is absolutely delicious. And I'm going to be rolling into next, if I remember right. No, I got one more purple dead nettle video to post. Then we're moving into chickweed. Then we're going to move into cleavers. Yeah, Lyle is supposed to be bringing me two big broken down bales of hay. So I'm going to, and yes, they are grazon free. I'm going to be working on beds when it warms up. Man, count your blessings because it sure wasn't here. It wasn't a bust at all. It came across that Mississippi River with a vengeance, let me tell you. Yep, so far my potatoes have been staying in the hoop house until I know that, well, the ones in the boxes will be staying permanently. The ones in the grow bags will be coming out once I know for a fact the monsoon season's over. But everything that I could possibly cram into the Hootie Hoop house is in it. Oh, and also I got to strain the lion's mane. The tincture's ready. Good evening, Sister Kim. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Yep, thankfully I made all my flying monkeys go to bed early. Because I knew they couldn't fly in that wind. But yeah. Yep, all tomorrow. Now I'll have one Irish recipe in the morning, and then I will have the corn, a piece together video of the corned beef. Yep, survival of the fittest. That's why I've been warning everybody for years. I've been watching the weather patterns. If you are starting to do fruit trees or interested in doing fruit trees, start buying the ones that bloom late. You want the late blooming fruit trees. Listen, you just got to put the fear of God into your flying monkeys. Mine behave very well because they know better. Yep, my homemade corned beef will be ready tomorrow. I'll be getting up early, putting it and those, I don't, them little, I call them core carrots, because basically that's what they are. The little baby carrots, I'll be putting them in together first thing in the morning. Yep, they are for now until they get this nip tonight. Ha ha! But yeah, they've gone rampant, y'all, especially purple dead nettle. The chickweed has lost its ever-loving mind. So has the cleavers. Good evening, Cece Clark. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Red and green. Absolutely love red and green. They are hilarious. And no, not just Canadians know about them. Yeah, they're crazy. I'm telling you, red and green is absolutely crazy. But red and green is, yeah. Yeah, I love them. They're right up there with Benny Hill to me. But yeah, the wild medicinals, they have lost their ever loving mind. And that's why for the last 3 days, I have about tried to kill myself harvesting as much as I could from the first flush of them. Now they're going to probably get nipped back hard tonight. Good evening, Gloria. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yeah, I ain't even started on no seeds because I don't have anywhere to do them in the house, and I'm waiting to get to do them in the Hootie Hoop House. But I have such a long growing season, I'll be fine. But I'm a looking. I'm so ready to garden. My next goal is I've got one small raised, well, it's not small, it's big and square raised bed. I'm gonna fill that full of old um, hay. I gotta quick build another one. Those two babies are gonna be potatoes. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? But yeah, those are going to be for potatoes. I've got one bed that's sweet potatoes. I want to finish the second bed that I haven't got done yet. So come, like me and Junior, well, I talk and Junior agrees or says a little something. Come hell or high water, there's sweet potatoes going to be grown on this place this year. But I've got so much to plant, y'all. So many herbs. I got to get caught back up with what I had up there and then work from there. But yep, it's been busy as can be between the that Ninja blender. Oh my god, that blender. Today's video this morning was my fault. That blender is amazing. The big picture attachment. I never seen anything blend celery as fast as that thing did. Oh man, we got to 28 last night. We're supposed to be heading to night at least around 19 tonight. Probably sugar cane. I'm gonna be growing oh god, just blew my mind. I'll think of it here in a bit. Of course, I'm gonna be growing tobacco, also known as tobacco. Um, let's see. I'm gonna have all my cowpeas. Gonna have all my green beans. More black. No, more bell peppers. More hot peppers. Um, what the heck? Sorghum. Sorghum. There we go. A lot of things might be before your time, Jennifer. I don't doubt it up there, Jeff. I don't doubt it at all. I don't know if I've seen corner gas yet, but I've seen red and green. The first red and green show I got broke into, I never laughed so hard. That man took wagon wheel spokes, screwed them to regular rims on a vehicle, and then used duct tape to tape high top sneakers at the end of the spokes. Pull the tennis shoes all the way up. And I watched that man drive off in the vehicle with that all attached to it. I never laughed so hard. Yep, I have grown gourds. I got a lot of different gourds I'm going to try to grow this year. Keyword try. See, I don't do my sweet potatoes in water. I plant mine. I plant mine in a kind of shallow pot, and I pick my slips off of that. Yep, it's because the reason why it's rotten good, breaking down good, is because there's no drainage holes. Yeah, don't find you handsome, find you handy. Oh my God. Oh, wonderful to hear, Jeff. Congratulations. See, when deer start doing that, and I just call it time for freezer camp, as long as it's in season. Yeah, I found out I got seeds for the Zucca melons. Oh, wonderful. Yep, now I've seen them held together with barbed wire too. Listen, Opal, that blender show this morning was so foobar. It was all my mistake. It was all my mistake because I put too much dry in there at once, and that poor blender said no. Hold on, I'm trying to keep up. Yep, all you do is just chunk banana peels and good water and just let it sit. I usually, if I do it, I make it by the 5 gallon bucket. I make my own fish emulsion. I make my own compost tea. I make chicken manure tea. I make rabbit manure tea. Listen, I'm giving myself a hard time because I'm trying to show people it's actually easy to do this, and here I am just messing it all up. Yeah, I'm worried about that too, D. I've ate two asparagus spears, and Junior's ate one. Okay, all right, I'll let you know, Kim, because I'm worried about that first visit. I'm hoping that they're not gonna have to, because we're over. He is overdue for a checkup at Vanderbilt. And I'm just praying they don't have to go in and do no rotor rootering or anything. All right, Bounty. Yep. Chicken manure compost. Yep. Yep. Now, just know when you do asparagus, it's I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's easier to do it in a raised bed. I've done it in the ground. I've done it in raised beds. I prefer the raised bed method. Now, the older the crowns that you can, afford to buy, the sooner you will be able to freely harvest from the asparagus plants. Oh, thank you, Kim, darling. And I have actually made chicken compost back when I was living up there and all my chickens were killed by trained fighting pit bulls turned loose. I I wasn't going to eat their bodies, so I put them in the compost pile. But yep, I love my chickens. Love my chickens. I'm just waiting to finally get all the other ones that me and Junior have talked about, because we're going to do our best, not until this place is ours, but once it's ours, we're going to do our best to raise our own meat. Oh my God, yes, had a wild hog run back behind the place. What was it, a couple weeks ago? Lyle saw it. Yeah, we got plenty of wild hogs. I ain't seen them yet. I'm waiting. 'Cause don't think I won't string one up. And yeah, freezer camp. And we got deer. We've got turkeys. We got rabbits. We got wild hogs. Let me think. I'm trying to think. God awful tree rats, also known as squirrels. We have just about everything except for elk. I'm waiting for them to start migrating down from Tennessee, from land between the lakes and everything. And of course, if the whites in the beginning wouldn't have killed out all the most of all the eastern buffalo, we'd have buffalo down here. I'm telling you, the best, the strongest asparagus out there is the purple passion. That asparagus has a will and desire to live like no tomorrow. But yeah, after purple passion gets about 3 years old, it makes spears bigger around than your thumb, and they're tender. Now, the only downfall of purple passion is if you cook it, it's going to go and turn green, but I love purple passion. Martha Washington is a really good one, but she stays too skinny for me. I will jump on it, Tammy. Well, if it's the best vegetable, I would be growing it automatically. But there's so many. I'm going to try to grow some more tomatillos this year. The only thing bad about them is they attract hornworms like crazy. Um, I'm trying to think. There's a lot that I want to grow. Yep, I know, Bounty. Wait a minute. I missed something. Yes, yes. Because there for the longest when we were up at the other house, horse manure is all I had to use. Just make sure that they don't feed them hay that's, been sprayed. That's the one thing you have to be careful about. Oh man, I name the animals. I name them because now there's some that I'm not going to kill and eat because they're going to be my breeding stock. But yeah, freezer camp. Celery is easy to grow. Just remember nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen in the soil. But yep, I'm looking forward to growing a lot this year. Yep, yep, because we've already decided we're going to have a big pen for two pigs a year. big pen for real goats, Nubians. Goats you could actually, kind of look eye to eye almost. I want real goats. And then if I have enough room, probably a milk cow. And then over here, it's going to be the chickens, the turkeys, the geese, the ducks, and so on. Nope, nope. Human waste is nasty. No, not in my garden. Now, a good ways away from the garden, you could drop pea around to stave off animals from coming into the garden. But yeah, no human manure, no human pee, no nothing in my garden. Ugh. Okay, Kim, you take care, darling. Have a wonderful evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. If you can get enough deer scat scooped up too, you can. It's manure. But yeah, we want to get 2 feeder pigs like in the spring each year, and once fall, almost right at winter, and then we'll butcher them. But other than that, I would raise hogs. I just don't feel like fighting with no boar. Because they can, well, a sow can be just as bad when she's got piglets. I'd rather just keep them from having babies. Well, at least they're fertilizing your front yard. Oh, and plus I'm gonna get eventually a female rabbit, and I'll be raising rabbits to eat too. Yep, I plan on it. Once we get everything, we're not doing nothing until this place is in our name. We're not building a chicken coop. We're not building nothing. But once we know this place is in our name, then the fun begins. Then the fun begins. Because we're going to thin out the woods because the pine trees are just too close, and we've got dead pines because of the beetle kill. And an untold law, whatever we take down back here, I'll split with them because he's got a mill. I don't know if you'll love it, Keith. I talked about it earlier. I said it tastes just like celery. It's just a ball of celery, darling. Good evening, Amber. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? But yeah, it's up to you if you like celery or not. Alright, y'all. Break time. I am still here. But yep, I'm going to be having hopefully Nubians. And then that way I'll be able to milk goats. Oh, believe me, I have a huge organic gardening video playlist. I also have a huge um, harvesting playlist. There you go. Are they fresh pawpaw seeds or have they been laying around for a while? With pawpaw seeds, it's better to plant them as fresh as possible. And for the first 2 years, if they germinate, you want to grow them in shade. After that third year, you could start acclimating them to sunlight. Yes, I love Nubian goats because I love real goats. I don't want them pygmy things, them Nigerian dwarfs. I've seen too many people having trouble with them birthing babies. All right, well then if they've been in a refrigerator, they have been uh God stratified, and yeah, you can plant them babies. Yep, the watered down milk definitely kills powdery mildew. But yep, I am praying to get uh Vinetopia starting again this year. See, I don't understand people. My buck goats. I think it's these goats nowadays because everything has been so messed with and screwed with. Y'all gotta realize when I was a teenager, I started out. We're gonna have about 3 acres. Hold on. Yep, we're gonna have about 3 acres when everything's said and done. See, here's the thing. Most people nowadays don't have the common sense that God gave a worm at times. Back in the day, when we moved out to the country, I knew I wanted goats. I was buying already bred goats for anywhere from $15 to $25. And they would have anywhere from 1 to 4 goats. In no time, when we ended up moving further into the country, I had over 120 goats. This talking about how bucks stink, my goats never stank. They never stank. But I never separated them. I kept them in, and of course, most of my males, the bucks, I would, you know, band them, and everybody, oh, that's just horrible. No, they don't even realize they're on them. It's quick and it's fast, and it heals naturally. And we would fix most of the males and, sell them or freezer camp them. But yeah, and everybody, oh, it's too hard to raise goats. No, it's not. Back then, we fed the goats, we fed the horses and the sheep. We sure didn't buy just horse feed, just goat feed, just sheep feed. They all ate sweet feed. And they were fine. I know it. Remember, I raised goats, and they pee on their beards. They pee on their beards. I didn't say all of the male goats were fixed, just some of them. See, my goats didn't stink like these goats do nowadays because everything's been manipulated. I mean, my goats didn't try to hurt me. My goats were tame and they were all loving. I could walk up to every one of my goats, even though they were free rangers on 100 something acres. I could walk up to them or call them and they'd come right straight to me. But no, actually, what smells worse is a human body smells worse than a billy goat. Yep, that's why I only feed organic. I pay more for my feed because what I eat is worth more. Which is sad because it's way cheaper to plant organic than it is all this chemical laden crap. But yeah, if you feed your goats right and take care of them and they get to eat grass, yes, they are grazers. I watched my goats many a day out in the field just eating grass. Yep, yep. But yeah, I'm not a greenhorn when it comes to raising animals. I am not. Now, the only thing I'm not real good at is hoof trimming. I know how to band them, and yeah, but yeah, if I get goat, well, I know I'm going to get goats. I'll have one buck and two does, and I'm going to milk them old gals. And of course, later on, I'll have to get a different buck if they throw any females or does because I don't want, I ain't allowing no mixing of blood and stuff. But if you feed your goats right, and they're used to grazing and everything, they really don't stink. Yep, he'll be a happy boy until one day he'll either be unhappy or he'll go to, I'll sell them. And no, I do not want registered goats. Woo, I'm back. But in my lifetime, especially when I was younger, or as I like to say, many, many moons ago, yeah, banding them is fast. It's fast. And it's clean. The wound, there's no wound. It just dries up and falls off. There's no wound. I have raised goats. I have raised sheep. I have raised pigs, chickens, turkeys, geese, ducks, pheasants. Not again on pheasants. I've raised pigeons. I have raised, Lord, I done lost track. I've raised horses. I did bottle feed calves. There you go, B&B Home. I'm glad you made it in. But yeah, I just wanted you to know, and everybody else, I'm not ignoring emails. Ever since all this disability stuff has finally come to an ending, yay, now I'm getting ducks in a row. But sometimes it feels like I'm herding cats. It depends on the day. I've gotten the first thing off the bat is everything supply wise Junior needs stocked up. We splurge just a little bit on a few things, not big, y'all, not big. Yeah, Cleavers is the king of anything to do with lymphatic, your lymph nodes, all of your lymph nodes, and your kidneys and your bladder, and takes out UTIs. I can breathe, but y'all, please just bear with me. I've got like 5 videos I've got to get uploaded. I've got 4 more to finish up. Y'all just bear with me because now I'm focusing on the car. We done got 5 tires ordered today, 5 rims ordered today. I've got to get here soon when he comes to pick up the tires and the rims to fix them. I've got to get him to measure the rotor so I know what size is perfect for that car. I've got to get the headlight assembly for the driver's side. I'm going to fix that myself because I'm tired of putting in $15 headlight bulbs in that car. So I'm changing out the assembly, and I might change the wiring as well. I've got to replace the radiator, the overflow, that one. I got to fix that, order a new one for that, and put that in. Yes, I can do that myself. Hold on, let me catch up. Yeah, but some of it is a splurge to us. Yes, it's known as goosefoot, Velcro plant. Videos will be coming up, and I also have already have a lot of tincture. I mean, a lot of cleavers videos in the tinctures playlist and other, and it's really good as a salve too. Oh no, I know how to process all my animals. Daddy made sure of that. Yep, some people know it as Sticky Willie. Around here, I'm careful about saying Sticky Willie because people, get different ideas. But I know how to process them all. So yeah, that's no problem with me. I've got oh crap, I got a single tree. I can get a bigger single tree if need be. Yep, we'll be getting a once everything else because right now it's a hurry up and wait. She cut loose a little bit for us. Not much, but thank God it's something. That's how we're getting stuff fixed. And when the rest of it comes in, Junior's adamant he wants a steal. And he will get it. Of course, it'll be me running it. But yes. But yep, I'll be making homemade vodka like it's supposed to be made. Vodka's not supposed to be made by grain. It is supposed to be made from potatoes. But yeah, real vodka. I'm going to be having that set up before long. I'm not doing nothing here until the ink is dried on the paperwork. But yeah, nothing is going on here until the ink is dry on the deed. Well, you look at it like this: you get what you pay for. You can go cheap, real cheap, and have it explode on you, or you can buy good and not have to worry so much. But you still have to know exactly what you're doing. Well, grains are good for chickens. They need the grains, but most of the time you got to remember what did the ancestors feed their chickens? Sometimes they got scratch, sometimes they got corn. They free ranged. They didn't get much of anything, and guess what? They all survived. But yeah, no. I can see cutting out soy in chicken feed or any animal feed, yes. But as for grains and stuff, no. Because I'm telling you right now, my chickens, organic scratch. That's what I feed. I don't feed layer pellets. A chicken don't need to be forced to lay. So they get organic scratch. Oh, thank you, B&B Home. I love making the tincture videos. I do. And that's another thing that'll be coming up. I've got to, once we get first off, got to get the car fixed. All of that. And we've got to, because I ain't going with Geico anymore. They can just kiss my unseasoned grits. They've been harassing me like the devil for $24. $24. So I'm gonna look into AAA. But we got to get insurance back on the car. We got to get tags on the car. Um, what else? And I'm getting AAA because of the towing. Nope, it's not hard at all to make corn mash. Now I'll tell you, the best thing you can do is have spring water, good, crystal clear, clean spring water. Hey, Wendy, welcome into chat. How are you doing? Good evening, Polly. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yeah, see, I can't do people that way because I know what goes into raising them. But yeah, you think about the ancestors. I mean, the ancestors really didn't have a lot of cows. If they had cows, it was a milk cow, and that was for a reason. But the chickens, they were lucky if they actually got shucked corn. They had to scrounge and eat bugs. And guess what? They lived. Yep, we got natural springs all around us here. But yep, spring water, corn, bread yeast. Don't be buying no expensive ass yeast to make moonshine. The ancestors, they only used bread yeast because all that other crap didn't exist back then. And some sugar. No, it don't. You gotta know where to look at. No, they don't start at 3,000. Sorry, y'all. Too much talking. I done got hot and I haven't drank enough. I will later once I get it set up. But I got to refine the place that he was looking at. And my God, I'm so sick of pollen. I feel like I'm being mugged. I'm being pollinated around here. About 2,000, and that's on the higher end. And I ain't talking about no giant monster steel. Oh, tree rape. Yes. Oh my God. Cedar, pollen, and pine. Let's not forget pine and all the other trees here. Yep, I fry zucchini, pickle zucchini, bake zucchini, stew zucchini, put it in soups. Yep, I stuff zucchini. I don't want no stainless steel. Mm-mm. If we do a steel, it's gonna be copper. Hello, baby. Did you think? Did you actually think you were invisible and I didn't see you scoot through the living room in front of me? Junior entered the room. No, no, because I'm not doing a pine pollen tincture simply because most people are allergic to it. Yep, we're already being pollinated. The love dust. And plus, for now, it's really warm in here. So I'm waiting for it to drop a little bit and then I'll be able to breathe better. Yep. Well, I done that short video showing everybody about the love dust. Yep, roasted pumpkin soup, and I also have a video on making stuffed pumpkins. I also make my own pumpkin pie mix. Also make can up candied pumpkin. Well, we're getting nailed right now by cedar, pine, and all the other trees. They've just gone. They've oversexed. They've lost their mind. And I also cut up fresh pumpkin, dehydrate it, and add it into oatmeal mixes and so on. Yep. Actually, in that love dust short, I showed people just how bad it was. You could actually see it flying by. We had a freeze last night. We're going to have a hard freeze tonight. We're supposed to get down to 19 or colder, and we'll have another freeze tomorrow night. Yep, we had tornadoes, hail, uh, massive amount of lightning. Wind was blowing the rain sideways. Yeah, torrential rains. We had it all last night. But we survived, thank gracious. It could have been way worse because people just barely south of us were hammered. There's still people without power today. Yep, the cacao nibs are amazing. That's why I tell women, you have a hot flash, the best way to stop it in its tracks is the darkest chocolate you can stand to eat. Oh, we still got, in about a week or so, we're going to have another freeze. So, yeah, that's why, yeah, I'm not worried about starting seeds yet. But I got to build tables for the cell trays for the Hootie Hoop House. Good evening, Jay. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Wind's still just a blowing outside. Yep, you need to just be patient and sit on your hands because winter's not going to give up easy. Why I got a metal fire pit outside. Good grief, hold on. Okay, Amber, you take care, darling. Have a blessed evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna splurge and buy fire bricks, it ain't going for a fire pit. It's going for a bread oven. Okay, Bounty, darling, you take care. You have a wonderful night, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night, darling. Love you dearly. Love you dearly, Bounty. Mwah. But yeah, if I'm going to splurge on fire bricks, it's not going to be for a fire pit. It's going to be for a brick oven where I can bake bread and pizza and all that good stuff outside when it's too hot to do it in the house. Bread, you name it. Yeah, all trees, pretty much not all. I noticed the other day my southern sugar maple is still alive. Oh, I'm happy to see that. I thought I lost her last year. I got a lot of resurrection plants coming up that, they died last year. They just croaked, gave up the ghost, and now they're germinating up again. So I'm happy on that one. I'm waiting to see how many of these heirloom apple tree cuttings take that I've done because I'm testing out the same theory of when I done the fig cuttings. I used the same method for the apple tree cuttings, and if it works just as good for the apple trees as it did the figs, I'll let y'all in on it. But I don't want to make a video about it unless I know for a fact that it really works. Yep, cottonwood, all of it is medicinal. So is just about all trees are medicinal. You don't use use poisonous. Cedar's medicinal in moderation. Um, what is that one? what was that one I had you make the tincture of, Tammy? Tulip poplar. Yep, there's 27. No, it's actually not the sweet gum that tastes like butterscotch. It's the sycamore. The sycamore tree is what tastes like butterscotch. But there's 27 different trees you can actually tap. Now, with that being said, most of them do not give out as much sap as the sugar maple does. So you, and plus you need to know where the tree's at. Make sure nothing poisoning going on around it. And the closer they are to a water source, the more sap they will have. Yes, I make homemade yogurt, but I cheat when I make it. But yeah, there's 27 different trees that you can tap. Now, some don't give a whole lot of syrup. So when you boil it down, you're not going to get much. And for the love of God, if you're going to do syrup tapping, sap tapping, when you go to boil it down, be outside unless you want your house all sticky. But yes, sycamore is the main one for the butterscotch flavored sap. And the southern sugar maple that I have is the same as the northern normal sugar maple tree. This one is native to the south and it can withstand the heat of the south. I do I don't do a whole lot of lettuce because we get so hot so fast here, and lettuce will go to seed. But we like romaine. We don't do iceberg because if I wanted to eat something that's mostly nothing but water with no nutrients, I'd go get a glass of water out of the Berkey. Yep, it'll also just absolutely make everything in your house sticky. Ha ha ha. But there's a lot of other people that all you have to do is dig and do research. And for the love of God, if you're doing research on medicinal plants, stay away from medical websites unless you want to have fear thrown at you left and right. Because they are the biggest fear promoters. Okay, B&B home, love y'all dearly, and you have a wonderful evening, better week ahead, and we hope to see you next Monday night. All right, I'm going to go for a break. Y'all hold on. There we go. It paused on me. But yep, healthy root beer that tastes good, just use sassafras roots. Yep. But ginger beer, fermented ginger, that's what it is. Ginger bug. You have to be careful with that. It takes quite a bit of ginger, and if you're not careful, it can be hotter than Hades. So I don't do a whole lot of that. I'd rather candy my ginger. No, you won't get sassafras seeds unless you're really, really lucky. There's a good chance I might can get you some, but I can't guarantee if they'll be fertile, and quite a bit of them I'm going to be trying to grow myself. Yeah, I've got quite a few, not as many as I'd like to have, but that's going to be fixed before long. I want to get more sassafras trees growing around here. It just takes so long for them to grow. Well, if you only got one giant piece, you better start it in a quart jar. And it takes quite a bit of ginger. Look into making a ginger bug. That might be easier. See, when I do anything with ginger, it's usually by the poundfuls, which it won't be long. We'll Once the car's up and going and we get back from Nashville, we'll be making a little trip to Memphis, and I'll be going stocking up on ginger and turmeric roots. Cuttings for what, Alexander? Yeah, you ain't gonna get either one of those flavors from ginger. Yep, it always happens. It will always happen. You'll have at least one root that goes wild. You missed it earlier. It was freaking snowing. I was watching it. Snowing at 39 degrees, baby. Oh, it was 38, I think it was. But yeah, snow. Big snowflake. Sorry, I was catching Xander. I looked up at chat. Catching Junior up. Well, whatever you do, don't buy from Tennessee Tree Nursery or whatever that place is, or Tennessee Tree Wholesaler. Don't buy nothing from them unless you want to risk your plants dying. And they do not have the plants do not come with a warranty. Oh, it has a 10-day warranty, but yeah, 10 days. Xander, I'm trying to find out what cuttings are you wanting. Now Xander's trying to be all sneaky like. Not a whole lot. I'll be cooking a dinner. That'll be about it. Yep. Well, yep. They're. Let's see. Let me let you know. They scammed the hell out of us. I'll see what I can do, Xander. It's going to take a while because a lot of those, especially elderberry, will need to be sent in the fall. You can either use brambles or yuccas, but I don't know if yuccas or grow up there. You could look into Mahonia and actually be able to harvest the berries from it. I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna walk through a Mahonia bush. And then there's native hollies, but you're probably limited on what will actually grow up your way. Yep. Before long, I've got to get to make and building a trellis system because I need to get my Osage blackberries and this crazy boysenberry that Pearlio gave me planted. Yep, radishes are usually really easy to grow. I just haven't started any yet because I'm just waiting for all this crap to be done and over with. Well, there's always if I don't know if they would grow up there, Osage orange used to be used as fence line. You have to be very careful. Oh, what are those called? Black something. They're thorny. Oh, there's our little leprechaun. There you go. I'm wonderful to hear that. I will. Stephen, our little leprechaun, says hello. He's over there smiling just and waving. I'm a hoping so too, Pearlio. Wonderful to hear that your wormwood lived. Yeah, Pearlio, I was going to tell you, apparently, yes, last year, when the boysenberry vined out, it's still in the pot I've got it in. It's in the hoop house now. Um, Apparently, one part of that runner must have survived because it broke off. It looked like it died. No, that thing's taken off already. Okay, Opal, darling, you take care. You have a wonderful evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Whew, I'm about to burn up in here. Oh, that's fine with me. I want a bunch of boysenberries. I'm looking forward to jam, and I'm looking forward to syrup. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it because I'm fanning myself with the notebook. Anybody have any prayer requests, or y'all all good? But yep, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's Irish Day, but I celebrate my Irish heritage year round. No, I don't celebrate St. Patrick. I celebrate Irish Day. Man, I turned the corned beef today. Let me tell you, oh my God, it smells so good, y'all. I don't know, I'm not skipping Irish Day. No way in hell. Okay, when's she going in for the boob mushing? I'm probably going to be starting them late March, maybe beginning of April. But I have such a long growing season here, I can get away with that. I wouldn't, you could, but I wouldn't try it. Yep, I just got to saying I've got homemade corned beef in the fridge. Um, I'm gonna be making probably some Irish soda bread. I know for a fact and I know I'm gonna murder it because Cal Conan or Cal Cannon, because I don't pronounce it enough times. I'm gonna be making that and probably something else. Okay, y'all hold on. Yeah, but his family won't listen. All right, next week. Okay. Yep, his family won't listen. But yes, the Colcannon, and I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, and it's going to be smacking me in the back of the head. It's basically cream, it's breaking it down, it's cream potatoes mixed with cabbage. And usually what I do is I cook extra cabbage in with the corned beef and take that cabbage out and add it. Yep, yep. Trying to remember everything in my brain is until I can get time to just sit down, breathe, and just sit long enough to go, wow, it's nice just sitting down. This is the longest I get to sit down most of the time. My brain, it's like a, and I hate to use the reference, a squirrel running around. But yep, that's pretty much what me and Junior's going to have for tomorrow. Now, of course, the corned beef's not traditional. That started when most of the Irish immigrated to America, and the only places they could go get meat was mostly at Jewish butcher shops. Well, corned beef usually was the cheapest thing to get. My ancestors didn't eat kale, they ate cabbage. But yeah, I used kale. My grandmother would come back and just knock the hell out of me in the back of the head. But I'll start cooking the corned beef early in the morning with carrots. I might start cooking those little rock carrots tonight on low, let them slow cook overnight. But no, I can't because I got to do cleavers in the dehydrator. Oh, Lord. Uh, so I'll get them started in the morning. But I cook my corned beef with cabbage and carrots and onions, extra on the cabbage so I can put that over in with the cream potatoes. Um, but yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're having some sweet tea up in this house. Yep, that will be tomorrow evening's video. Because in the morning, I think I'm here after a while. I'm gonna do a video on. I've got to do 3 videos tonight. Uh, I'm going to be doing probably Irish soda bread, and I might make it green just for the heck of it. But yep, a lot of busy, a lot of busy. But I got a lot of videos to do. And then I got first day of spring coming up Friday. Woohoo! You think I'm believing it's going to be officially spring? No. Because next week we're having a freeze. What are you doing, baby? You okay? But yep, gonna be busy, busy, busy. And then once I get all these videos posted, then I can have some time to answer emails, get seeds mailed out, and get comments answered. Well, they're Italian, so that's second nature. Food and babies. I couldn't help myself. Even Junior's over here laughing. Yep, we've got red buds blooming. I think I've seen maybe a dogwood, them nasty Bradford pears, tulip dogwoods. A lot of trees are blooming. Apple 9 says hi. You got a wave back and a smile. Right, I got Apple 9 and Alexander's sisters. Love you too, Hen House. All right, you go enjoy your dinner, darling. You take care. Have a wonderful evening. Better week ahead. And we will see you next Monday night. Yep, food, babies, and yakking. So very true. Believe me. Believe me, I know how well Irish people can talk. Lord. I remember them days. Oh. Yep, lots of stuff to do tonight. Lots of stuff to do. Because I didn't want to do it during the storm last night and take a chance of the power going out. I still don't know how we didn't lose power. Now, it flickered a couple of times, but did not lose power at all, which is a miracle. Okay, Jay, y'all stay safe and sound. Hopefully, it won't be nothing like it was here last night. You have a great night, better week ahead, and we will see you next Monday night. I'll eventually get a day to relax. I had to do all this harvesting. Like I said, I wanted the first flush of all the medicinal plants. And I knew if I was going to get to use them, I had to go outside and bust my tail harvesting them. Yep, my grandmother was that way. Yep, I could sit down and stare at him. And if he starts acting up, I just give him the evil eye. All right, Cece Clark, you take care, darling. Have a wonderful evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. But yep, sorry, I get after Junior about it, and then here I sit doing it. I sit too still. But yeah, Junior's not too hard to take care of. He can be an old demanding old man. I'm joking. I'm joking. He gave me a look. Oh my God, he gave me a look. No, I just have to make sure he's feeling okay. I gotta make sure he gets his breakfast, gets his morning meds. Sometimes I can get him to eat lunch. Sometimes he don't want it. Yeah. Yeah, pulling teeth. Yeah, that's why I know how to hand measure. All right, Nancy, you take care. Have a wonderful evening, better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. But yeah, Junior's not hard. I just make sure he's got his breakfast, make sure he gets his meds, get some coffee in the morning. Because you know, ex-truckers got to have coffee. Even though it's decaf, I still feel bad. Sometimes he eats lunch, sometimes he don't. Sometimes he feels like a nut, sometimes he don't. Oh, the look. Oh my God, I love the looks. But yeah, just making sure, keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't get choked or anything like that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go on and head off because I'm not lying. I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. That's because I was busy hurrying up and getting stuff done after the storms passed through. Yep, you drink it. You drink it. He gets decaf coffee. I'm not giving him that nasty stuff. He gets it's bad enough decaf is nasty. That man's had most of everything took away from him. I'm gonna make sure he has decaf. I'm gonna be up late tonight because I gotta get some things done. I got some video. I got couple 3 videos to finish tonight and get them posted, and then I've got more backlog videos to get uploaded. But no, you gotta remember, Junior had everything took away from him in a flash. So yeah, if that man wants to drink, well, he has no choice but to drink decaf coffee. If he wants that, that man's going to get it. All right, Stephen, I will try my best. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Happy Irish Day here. Don't drink too much of that green beer now. Don't get in no trouble over there partying too hard, which it won't be long. Well, heck, it's after midnight. You can start partying already. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe and sound. There were some other things I wanted to talk about, and I forgot. I need to start making a list of notes. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Y'all get ready. Bioengineered coffee and cocoa, and a whole lot of other crap. Yep. So, a whole lot of stuff. And of course, you know, the cow killings and everything. Oh, it's just beer with green food coloring. Everyone, y'all stay safe and sound. Continue to stock up what you can. Make your medicine when you can. Everyone, stay safe and sound. Keep your eyes and ears open. Don't let paranoia take your power away. Stay informed, but not scared. Everyone, take care. Know that me and Junior love y'all dearly. And may you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. Love y'all. And we hopefully, if I can get Junior in here, we will see y'all next Monday night.